Ads, landing pages, email templates, billboards, you name it, No Limit Creatives can design it. This is my review of No Limit Creatives. Here is a breakdown of the review along with timestamps for the video. No Limit Creatives is a part of our Unlimited Graphic Design series where we send the exact same design request to the top Unlimited Graphic Design services so that you can see an apples to apples comparisons of their designs. With over 10,000 users around the world, No Limit Creatives is one of the most popular Unlimited Graphic and video design services out there. They cover hundreds of both video and graphic design types. If you're not sure if they cover your design needs, just reach out and they'll let you know. Once you have an active design plan with No Limit Creatives, there are 3 key people who you'll be communicating with. First is your account manager. This is who you'll reach out to with any general questions, and if you have any issues, they'll be able to help. Second is your design manager. This is who will assign designers to your project request and will be there to vet quality for all of your drafts. Third is the designers themselves. This is who you'll talk to when you have any revisions or edits you'd like to make on your drafts. All of this is bundled up into their custom project management software that is incredibly intuitive and easy to use. One of our clients is the White Label Expo, and they were kind enough to let us use their brand for this Unlimited Graphic Design series. We sent the exact same design request to the top Unlimited Graphic Design services, including No Limit Creatives, so that we can see a video ad, an image ad, a logo, an email template, and a landing page design. Let's jump straight into some of the designs that we received back from No Limit Creatives. First, we received the video ad. Turnaround time for this was 24 hours. Next, we received the image ad. Turnaround time for this was also 24 hours. Next, we received the logo design. Turnaround time for this was 48 hours. The next design we received was the email template, and turnaround time was 24 hours. The last design we received was the landing page design, and turnaround time was 4 days. Now that you know a little bit more about No Limit Creatives and you've seen some of their designs, how much does it cost? There are 4 plans that No Limit Creatives offers. All of them include no contracts, unlimited projects, unlimited revisions, and are bundled up with a 14-day money-back guarantee. Their first plan is Unlimited Graphics at $4.99 a month. This includes unlimited graphic requests only, a 1 to 3 day turnaround time, and 2 active design requests being worked on at a time. Their second plan is Unlimited Video at $5.99 a month. This includes unlimited video requests only, a 2 to 4 day turnaround time, and 2 active requests being worked on at a time. Their third and their most popular plan is Unlimited Graphic and Video at $9.49 a month. This includes unlimited graphic and video requests, up to 4 active requests being worked on at a time, and a 2 to 4 day turnaround time depending on the type of design request. Their fourth plan is called Startup, which is a credit-based plan that starts at $3.99 a month. In this plan, you'll get 6 design credits that you can use for both video and graphic requests. You'll be able to have 1 active request being worked on at a time, and you will see a 1 to 3 day turnaround time on those requests. The one caveat to this plan is that if you don't use all of your requests in a month and you cancel your subscription, you will lose access to those design requests. So make sure that you use all 6 every single month. For brands, agencies, and media buyers who are constantly coming up with new creative angles and ad copy, No Limit Creatives recently launched their new Creative Assistant service. How the Creative Assistant service works is you will submit a project brief asking for creative angles or for ad copy. You'll then be matched with a creative assistant. Once you are matched and the creative assistant has run through your project brief, They will send over 2 initial iterations of ideas. If you want to go with one or both of those ideas, the creative assistant will submit that project for you so that their designers can get working on it immediately. The caveat to the creative assistant service is that you need to have an active design plan with No Limit Creatives before you can buy creative assistant credits. Once you start a subscription, you can purchase creative assistant credits for 1 for $49, 3 for $119, and 10 for $399. This is what the dashboard looks like once you have an active design subscription with No Limit Creatives. So in the top right, that is where you'll create a new request. And then this is your dashboard overview where you'll see all of your current open graphic, video, and creative assistant requests. On the left-hand side, you'll see your entire nav menu. So it'll start with requests. This is where you can go back and you can see the open ones, completed ones, anything that you're working on. So if you go to completed, what you'll see here is all of your completed requests along with the specific brand, when it was created, who it was assigned to, all of that stuff. And what is awesome that No Limit Creatives has that a lot of other unlimited graphic design services don't is they have a search bar so that you can easily search for past projects, and then you can open them up and easily just reopen the whole project if you need to get some edits or revisions on those projects. Next is the My Files section. This is where all of your graphic requests are going to be held, which is in a external Google Drive link. In here, you'll have your graphic requests, video requests, and any creative assistant requests if you have any of those. And what it'll look like is it'll have all of the specific projects by themselves. And then if you open them up, it'll show you the source file and the PNG. And for revision drafts, you can see here that it has all the different revision rounds that you had. So it's super easy to just go through and find old drafts that you had for certain projects, and it's super intuitive to use. Next is brands. In brands, you're able to see obviously all the brands that you have, and then in the top right, you can add a new brand. You can add an unlimited amount of them that you want to work on, and you just fill out the information here that you need. You'll attach this to all of your project requests for designers to reference so that they have the right font, brand guidelines, and any colors that are necessary for all of your projects. Next is users. This is something that No Limit Creatives is spot on with compared to other services, is that you can just add a new person as an admin or a collaborator. And what's awesome is you can actually filter that down even more. So not only can you just add someone to the entire account just to manage everything, but you can actually assign them to specific brands, and you can also just assign them to specific requests. So if you don't want them to have access to certain requests that you're working on, you don't have to add them to it, which is pretty cool. The next section is designer preference. In this preferred designer section, you can reach out to customer service reps, graphic designers, your design managers. Everything is in here if you want to work with them again. And then you can also add people that you don't want to work with again, which is something that's super helpful for people who don't want to be very confrontational, but you just don't really want to work with someone again. And they make it super easy to do that. The next section is the design library, which breaks out old graphic and video ads that No Limit Creatives has created that you can then look at and you can attach to a project requests that your designers can reference, and then they'll try to make something similar to that or an iteration of using your brand's assets. Lastly is just, typical support. If you want to submit a customer ticket, it's right here. If you have any general questions, in the bottom right-hand corner, you have the chat with your account manager, and you can actually access that at any point. And you can kind of see here, I was asking them if they can edit a video because I know that that's kind of out of their scope of work. So they broke it down to me that yes, they could do an 8 to 10 minute video, but they'd have to break it up into 2 to 3 project requests. So as I said earlier, they are super flexible with design types that they have. So if there's one that you're not sure if they cover, just hit them up and they'll let you know if they do it or not. Now that you've seen a quick little overview, let's go ahead and make a project request. So you'll go up to new request. You can see the different types of requests you can make. And then let's do a video design request. Up in the top, you have your name. Highly recommend that you come up with some type of naming convention so that everything's pretty standardized, making it easier to kind of look back to if you need to re-reference old design projects. So make sure to include like brand name, sizes, video type, anything like that. Then the type of design, so I'll scroll through this real quickly so that you can see all the different types of designs they do for video. And then here you have priority, so high and normal. So if it's like an emergency, hit high, and then choose the brand that you want on this project. And then you'll go fill out your request description, the text that you want in the design. So if you have like sale copy, you have a discount code, you have certain things that you want to be on there, make sure you put that in there. Then something they have that is super awesome and totally love that they did this is they have creative direction. So if you want them to follow your brief exactly, they will do it. But if you're kind of stuck in a creative rut and you're not kind of sure what direction you want to go with the brief, but you have a general idea of it, you can just give the designer creative freedom and they'll just come up with a design for you, which is super, super cool. Next, you'll just put the sizes in, the kind of style of video you're going for, the length of it, the music you want, the type of file you want on your deliverable. And then here, as we showed earlier, you can add the preferred designers that you want to work with. Attach any assets you want to add to the specific project, any example links. So here you can put those drive links from their design library, or you can go to Facebook ad library and you can show example ads or designs. You could attach email, whatever you want to attach so that they can reference. And then lastly, if you want to add any collaborators to this, so if you have clients that want to be on it, or you have partners, or you have employees that you need to have access to this, you can just add them all right there. Then you'll just hit submit. Once you end up submitting a project, what it'll end up looking like is this request right here. So it'll show everything on the left that you just filled out for that request. And then on the right-hand side is comments and updates, and this is where all communication will be for this specific project. So it starts with your design manager being assigned, and then they are going to assign a designer to it, and you'll have all communication with them through here. So any edits, revisions, changes, or anything you want to make to that project request will happen right here, along with where you will receive your deliverables. So you'll receive it here, and then it's also accessible in your My Files section right here. Overall, we used a lot of unlimited graphic design services throughout this series, and we believe that No Limit Creative's custom project management software to manage requests is one of the best. They have tons of extra features that a lot of other services don't have that make it extremely intuitive and easy to use. What's a review without some pros and cons? Let's jump straight into the pros. The first pro is creative freedom. Sometimes when you're making requests, you want to be able to just hand off creative freedom to your designers, and No Limit Creatives makes that extremely easy by simply selecting a drop-down in your project request. The second pro is preferred designers. Sometimes designers just get your brand and you want to continue working with them as much as possible. Whenever you create a design request within No Limit Creatives, you can request specific designers to manage that request. The third pro is their design inspiration library. As you saw earlier in the walkthrough, all you have to do is look through their library, find some design examples you like, and simply attach them, and your designers will try to make something similar using your own assets. Now, some of the cons. The first con is not having point-and-click revisions. We used a ton of unlimited graphic design services throughout this series, and something we really loved when we used Penji that we think it would be awesome if No Limit Creatives had is being able to point and click on revisions whenever you receive your drafts and keeping all the files and communication native to the project. The second con is their startup plan. With other unlimited graphic design services, you can typically purchase a one-off project, such as Constant Creative, or you'll get free designs such as KIMP, which gives you up to 5 free designs before you purchase a subscription. The main con to the startup plan is that once you cancel your subscription, all of your design requests are lost. So if you only use 3 of the 6 in a month, you will completely lose the other 3. If you want to try No Limit Creatives, make sure to click the link in the description below so that you can get 50% off your first month. If you want to see how No Limit Creatives compares against the rest, make sure to watch our video on the top 4 unlimited graphic design services.